Follow the Spencer Tigers. New for 2020, tune in for select Spencer Tiger home events on the Spencer Channel 3, live on Spencer Municipal Utilities cable service, or online on the Spencer Channel 3 YouTube channel. Spencer Tiger home events will also be rebroadcast on the Spencer Channel 3 this fall. For a schedule of when they will air, visit our website at smunet.net. Go Tigers from all of us at Spencer Municipal Utilities. Broadcasting live from the Spencer Police Station. We are broadcasting on the Spencer Channel 3 on SMU Cable as well as on YouTube, so we know some of you are joining us that way as well on the Spencer Channel 3. The parade just took off from the Clay County Fairgrounds at 11 o'clock, so it'll take just a little bit for it to get to us here. And we know those of you sitting around us here at the Spencer Police Station can hear us, as well as those of you joining us online or on Channel 3. It's kind of good to be back. I'm Amanda Gloyd, and I've got Mike Carlson here joining as well.
Yeah, it actually turned out to be a great day for the parade. As the parade gets started, it'll take a little bit of time for it to get down to us. As we go along here, we just received word of the winners in the parade judging contest. There's two categories: the patriotic category and the historic category. And there's two winners in each of those categories. So as they come by us here, we will let you know who the winners were. Don't forget, there's a lot going on this weekend with the Flagfest activities and the sesquicentennial. Many things happening at the fairgrounds today from all day long. Several things happening between the hours of 2 and 6 p.m. at the Clay County Fairgrounds, including concessions, horse and buggy rides, face painting, and of course inflatables for the kids, which is free thanks to the Spencer Rotary and Spencer Municipal Utilities.
If you're planning to head out to the fairgrounds this afternoon, everything that's out there is going to be taking place on the west end of the fairgrounds. So for parking, the best place to park is in the event center parking lot. So if you're planning to head out there this afternoon, that would be a great way to do that.
And don't forget, later tonight, the Grand Cruise, always a Spencer favorite on Grand Avenue from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. We also have the Christian Motorcycle Association Bike Show on West 5th Street from 4 to 7:30 p.m. We also have Bourbon and Bags at Century Farms, and that starts at 7 p.m. And, of course, fireworks at the Clay County Fairgrounds starting approximately 10 p.m. We also want to give a shout out for the brochure this year that was made and produced by Vertical Marketing and Design, Vanessa Moore. And what a beautiful piece of marketing material and a guide for everybody to use during the celebration.
That's right, because this is not only Flagfest, but it's also Spencer's 150th. So lots of great information in there on Spencer's history.
Tomorrow, Sunday, we have a few events taking place to wrap up the Flagfest weekend. We have the VFW, a pancake and sausage breakfast from 7:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Pricing at $6 for adults and $3 for children. The river float, the last I heard, is still on. The homemade boat races. There's a disc golf tournament. Free family swim at the Spencer Aquatic Center. Parker Open House. And then tomorrow night wraps it up with Movie in the Park. Movie in the Park this year is going to be held at the old North School Park, just off of Grand 1 block between 11th and 12th Street. And there'll be popcorn provided, ice cream treats, and that's sponsored by the Spencer JCs and the Grand Avenue Improvement Corporation.
Of course, there's lots of sponsors that help put this whole weekend together for everyone. And we want to give a little shout out to them. We've got the City of Spencer, Warner Funeral Home, Clay County Community Foundation, Community State Bank, Black Hills Energy, Arnold Motor Supply, Spencer Municipal Utilities, Vertical Marketing and Design, Wolf Eye Clinic, Spencer Rotary.
Right, and so the list continues. A celebration like this cannot happen without all the gracious sponsors we have in Spencer in the area. Farmers Trust and Savings Bank, Advanced Network Professionals, 513 Bar, Spencer Freemasons, the Evening Shade Lodge, State Bank and Insurance, Dow Distributing, Community Insurance, U.S. Bank, Clay Mutual Insurance, the Kiwanis Daybreakers and After 5, Telco Triad Credit Union, and Northwest Bank.
That's right, and the list continues more. There's lots of great sponsors this year. There's Demco, McCreary's Creative Catering, Spencer Radio Group, First Federal Credit Union, State Farm, Craig Niederheiser, Thrivent Financial, Tiger Pride Lawn Care, High Noon Kiwanis, Janitor's Closet and Spencer Office Supplies, Cotton Grave Farm Management, Spencer JC's, Knights of Columbus, and General Traffic Controls.
All right. Starting to hear a little noise up North Grand Avenue there, so just waiting for the first parade float to come by us, which of course will be the Spencer Police Department. Should also mention, Amanda, that 150th swag, and there'll be a booth at Prest up here on Grand. They'll have a 10x10 booth, and they're going to be selling 150th merchandise. So you want to check that out if you don't have a shirt already, and they have a lot of other collectible items that you'll want to take a look at.
That's right. There's several concessions and ways to get food this weekend as well. That's another thing we could just briefly mention here as we're waiting for the parade to come. Out at the fairgrounds, there's going to be the High Noon Kiwanis. They're going to be having their cookie buckets and water. So if that's one of your favorites from the fair, you can get out there and get that today. Also, McCreary's Catering will be set up over by the cattle show. That'll be also out at the fairgrounds. And then if you've got one of those 150th brochures, there's lots of restaurants that are offering specials this weekend. So you'll want to be sure and take a look at that. A lot of them have different specials. 513 Bar, the Prime Rib, A&W, Wheezy's Lounge and Grill, Cargo Express, El Tapatio, Pizza Ranch, Sports Page, and Century Farms Distillery. So lots of great deals this weekend.
Right, lots of opportunity for getting something to eat, and that's for sure. As a reminder, the inflatables is always a favorite for the kids here in town, and so Spencer Municipal Utilities and Spencer Rotary invite you to come out to the fairgrounds. The inflatables this year include a mini arch bouncer, axe throwing, home run derby, and then they also have an atomic rush, 180 obstacle course, and a human foosball, and so much more.
There'll also be face painting this afternoon out at the fairgrounds as well, and that's thanks to Spencer High School cheerleaders, so that's also another fun thing for the kids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is. Another sponsor that's provided some donations of some hand sanitizing stations, JCL Solutions, donating some sanitizing stations, and they are located out at the fairgrounds.
Just a reminder for those of you joining us online or on the Spencer Channel 3, we are sitting here at the Spencer Police Department just waiting for the parade to get to us. It started at 11 a.m. from the Clay County Fairgrounds. So once it gets to us here, we'll start announcing the entries as they go by.
Right. So you'll notice this year the parade marshal for Flagfest, the marshals are Bruce and Gwen Cardell, and the Cardells have been part of the wonderful supporters of the Flagfest parade for over 25 years. Once they come by us, you'll notice that they're being driven by Cody and Megan Cardell. That's their son and daughter-in-law, along with grandchildren Brooke and Caden. And then new this year is parade marshal for the sesquicentennial, and the parade marshals are Richard and Grace Keir from Mankato, Minnesota. And so when they come by us, they're probably number 7 or 8. We'll make mention of them as well, again.
Looks like those sitting around us are starting to maybe hear some of the first entries there. We can hear some of the sirens. got a great crowd here, and we also want to say thanks to everyone for attending the 37th Annual Flagfest Parade.
You got it. You couldn't ask for probably a nicer day. No rain, nice breeze, and lots of people. As we get going here, you'll also notice a float by the Clay County Fair and Events Center. The fair has been a tradition here in Spencer for more than 100 years. The fair is going to be held this year from September 11th through the 19th. Of course, the fair missed seeing everyone in 2020, and definitely looking forward to seeing everybody back in coming up here in September. The float today does include the Clay County Fair Queen and also the first runner-up.
Sounds like the sirens are getting a little louder, so I think it's getting a little closer to us here.
It is indeed.
We've got well over 100 entries today, so.
Yeah, somebody asked me how many entries there are, and we had a couple come in today. Actually, there was a deadline, but I think a couple weren't for sure if they were going to be able to make it, and they were able to make it. So we have a couple add-ons that we had this morning, so that's good to see. And of course, some of your favorites, sometimes not always able to make every parade every year. So if you're used to seeing one entry or one float and they're not here, doesn't mean they won't be back next year. So, but we have a good lineup for today. As you can see, a lot of the people joining us today for the parade along the route are wearing patriotic colors, red, white, and blue. So I think everybody's in the spirit for Flagfest.
That's right, and there's also lots of people holding flags as well.
See the flashing lights coming down the street. So our first entry in the Flagfest parade is going to be coming by us for you to see.
So I think we're ready to start here with our first entry. We're able to see the Spencer Police Department. The Spencer Police Department is led by Chief Mark Warburton. He has 19 sworn officers, 7 full-time dispatchers, and 2 support personnel. The department's mission is to protect and serve the community of Spencer in a fair and professional manner while promoting positive interaction and public trust. The chief's wife, Roxanne, is riding along with him today, so you can give them a wave.
Next we have the Clay County Sheriff's Department, Deputy Zach Larson. Our Clay County Sheriff's Office, like I said, is being represented by Chief Deputy Zach Larson. Spencer graduate, the Clay County Sheriff's Office has been proudly serving the citizens of Clay County since 1859.
And many times the Iowa Highway Patrol is following them, but they were not able to attend this year.
Right, and you actually see the Iowa National Guard Honor Guard helping the Legion and VFW is
I wondered where all those people
Brian
came from, 'cause
Bluer.
they're not supposed to be there.
So we've got the American Legion Post, the Glenn Pedersen American Legion Post number 1, and Clay County VFW Post 3159, as well as the Auxiliary and Legion Riders.
Lots of Legion riders this year.
We've also got the two-headed car. That's always a popular entry every year.
Yep, Clay County VFW Post 3159.
American Legion Riders, that's the Lakes Area Chapter.
Every year, the Flagfest Parade kicks off with the Flagfest banner. Carrying today's parade banner are employees from Arnold Motor Supply and Black Hills Energy. Both of those companies are co-sponsors for the parade. Carrying the banner today are Arnold Motor Supply employees, Eric Johnson, Lori Schlager, and Luann Todd. Black Hills Energy brought along a couple employees as well, Reynold Peterson and Christian Snyder.
Following them, we've got our first Flagfest Parade marshals. This is Bruce and Gwen Cardell. The Cardells have been part of and wonderful supporters of Flagfest for over 25 years. They're being driven by Cody and Megan Cardell. Their son and daughter-in-law, along with their grandchildren, Brooke and Caden, are riding along today.
Right, like I said earlier, we also have a parade marshals for the sesquicentennial, and those, like I said, are Richard and Grace Keir from Mankato, Minnesota. And Richard Keir is the great-grandson of Melvin Piso and wife Lana Piso. We'd like to welcome back to the Spencer the descendants of our early settlers of Spencer. The car owned and driven by Rhonda Olson.
And following right behind them is the Mayor of Spencer, Mayor Kevin Robinson. He's accompanied by his wife Becky and children Morgan and Brody. Mayor Robinson would like to thank all the citizens and business owners who make Spencer a great place to live and work. Next up, we've got the Spencer Fire Department.
I think you can hear him, Unit 933, driven by Ben O'Clair and son Zach and some other people, it sounds like. They've got a couple entries into the parade. They also brought Unit 991, driven by Daniel Kersenbergen, with Brandon Hinckley and their family members.
Looks like Smokey the Bear is walking along today as well.
Smokey the Bear, and I also saw a Dalmatian just walk on by. Thanks to John Conyon, Spencer Fire Chief, and all the firefighters who came out today and also every day to assist and serve the Spencer community.
Again, lots of great sponsors that have helped put on Flagfest this year.
Oh, that is for sure. Just like to remind everybody of the Grand Cruise tonight on Grand Avenue. It is a Spencer favorite. That takes place tonight from 6 to 11 p.m. The Christian Motorcycle Association Bike Show Be located on West 5th Street from 4 to 7:30 p.m. And the fireworks. Fireworks, I understand, is a new event for Flagfest, and it's going to be at the Clay County Fairgrounds starting at approximately 10 p.m. Chevy car coming, the white Chevy car coming. Looks like we have Black Hills Energy. Black Hills Energy and Lori Werner with the pool car. Also some other employees and family members walking along. Black Hills Energy has been providing safe, reliable natural gas service to Spencer for more than 50 years as an energy partner of choice. Another sponsor of Flagfest, and we appreciate that here in Spencer.
I think they might have a couple entries in here.
I do think you're right. They actually also brought their crew truck besides their car, and the crew truck is driven by Bob Zankovich. Starting to hear the Spencer High School Band making their way down Grand Avenue. The Spencer High School Band is under the direction of Kurt Schwark with assistance of Janet Boyens and Katie Cardell. It's my understanding, Amanda, that the Tiger Marching Band exists in this form only once each year and performs exclusively for the Flagfest celebration. The next time that we'll see the band is most likely as they entertain fans during the Spencer Tiger football season this fall.
So this volunteer group of band students ranges from 8th grade through this year's graduates. This version of the band exists once a year and only performs exclusively for the Flagfest parade.
Spencer High School Marching Band, under the direction, like I said, of Kurt Schwark and assistance of Janet Boyens. Don't forget, tomorrow night we have the movie in the park, North School Park. Ice cream treats provided by Carlson Property Management in Trouvers.
Following the band, we've got Pressed. Pressed is a brand of hand-pressed jewelry, apparel, and paper goods. Each pressed item is designed and handcrafted right here in downtown Spencer. The Pressed team designed and printed the official Spencer Sesquicentennial apparel and jewelry collection. You can shop these items and other official celebration merchandise at 319 North Grand Avenue. You can learn more about the official merchandise and Pressed extended hours that are going on this weekend by finding them online at pressedcollection.com.
Next we have Longhouse, Northshire. Northshire, they've been caring for people since 1963. They provide skilled care and intermediate care with great attention from therapists, nurses, social services, dietary activities, housekeeping, laundry, and maintenance departments. Located near the Clay County Fairgrounds and the Sacred Heart, along with the YMCA, the staff of many years has cared for over 5,000 people over the years. So thank you for Longhouse for coming out and some of their employees and family members.
Following behind them, we have Iowa Lakes Regional Water. Iowa Lakes Regional Water provides dependable water and wastewater services to rural residents and communities in many northwest Iowa and southwest Minnesota counties. Since Iowa Lakes Regional Water's early 1980s origination, the company has grown to provide safe water for more than 5,000 members. They're based out of Spencer here with over 40 employees.
State Representative Megan Jones, representing Palo Alto, Clay, and southern Dickinson counties. Megan uses principles of smaller government and smarter spending to represent House District 2 in Des Moines. Some of her family members walking with her as well.
Now we've got the Clay County Fair, a tradition in Spencer for more than 100 years. They invite you back here to Spencer to join them on September 11th through the 19th. They missed seeing everyone in 2020 and are looking forward to seeing everyone in September. They're also proud to host many of the events going on out at the fairgrounds today. On the float today, we've got 2021 Fair Queen Gabby Carpenter and first runner-up Shaler Van Gelder.
Truck being sponsored by Asher Motor Company here in Spencer. Clay County elected officials are coming up next. Riding today are Clay County Board Supervisors Art Hamrick, Chairperson Barry Anderson, Berlin Matthews, Dan Skelton, and Randy Swanson. Also with them today are Clay County Recorder Sheila Weeks, Clay County Treasurer Leanne Black, and Clay County Auditor Ann Bashke.
Then we've got South Park Mall. They would like to say congratulations to Spencer on your 150th celebration. South Park Mall in South Spencer has been part of the community for over 40 years. We are proud to help celebrate your birthday, Spencer. Congratulations. And they've got a very patriotic entry.
Yes, they do. Also, a shout out to those of you watching us live on Spencer Channel 3, as well as new this year, YouTube. I know we have several people viewing on YouTube. Actually have sent me a couple nice messages, so we appreciate that.
Following them, we've got Christ the King Lutheran Church. Christ the King is a conservative Lutheran church that is a member of the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod. Our congregation celebrates word and sacrament, and they're a welcoming church in love with the Lord.
Several people walking alongside the float, including a retired school teacher, kid favorite, Mr. Wagner. Next we have Spencer FFA. Throughout the 93 years of FFA, there have been many changes, but the passion for agriculture is still apparent. Motto of always learning to do, doing to learn, farming to live, and living to serve. And Renee Nearing sponsoring that as well.
Following them, we've got kind of a fun entry here. It's the Reigns of Hope. There will be horse and wagon rides at the Clay County Fairgrounds today from 2 to 6 p.m. Rides will be free to the public. All children under 18 will need to be with a parent or guardian or have a release signed. So they're doing some fun stuff here. Even a very patriotic horse.
That's for sure.
So if you're interested in horse and wagon rides, that's another thing that's taking place at the Clay County Fairgrounds this afternoon from 2 to 6 p.m. And, of course, that's free of charge as well.
Our next entry in the parade is the Clay County Emergency Medical Services. And the Clay County Emergency Medical Services trailer was purchased by the Clay County Board of Supervisors to respond in the event of a disaster. It's utilized for activities such as the Clay County Fair. The Clay County EMS Association also has 3 golf carts to respond in different areas, and always are looking for EMS volunteers.
Following them, we've got Pizza Ranch. Pizza Ranch of Spencer, and Angie would like to say thank you for your support this last year. You can come see Angie in their new, more convenient pickup area. And kids, tell your parents to take you to the ranch every Tuesday night for Kids Night.
Our next entry in the Flagfest Parade is the Clay County Snow Broncs. And they're actually celebrating their 50th anniversary this year. During the snow season, the Snow Broncs groom approximately 200 miles of trails around Clay County. And once again, they're celebrating their 50th anniversary of the Clay County Snow Broncs.
Next, we've got Spencer Hospital. And we talked about how there was a contest this year for entries. This is the first winner that we've got coming through for a historic entry for best originality and creativity. So Spencer Hospital is proud to serve as your partner in good health for more than 100 years. They look forward to serving you in the future. Thanks to Vicki and Roger Putnam for sharing their classic ambulance. This is a beautifully restored 1961 Dodge D100. And doesn't that look great out there next to the newest ambulance in Spencer Hospital's fleet? So again, Spencer Hospital, and this is the first winning entry that we've seen go by us here for historic, originality, and creativity category.
Our next one in that class, which we'll announce when they come by, one of my favorites, will be for the most elaborate in the historic category. So you don't want to tune off quite yet.
Following them, we've got Farmers Savings Bank. Farmers Savings Bank is committed to being passionate about serving our customers, community, and employees with integrity, respect, and appreciation. Experience a friendly, locally operated community bank that has been in operation for over 100 years. Farmers Savings Bank over the years has assisted generations of customers in meeting their financial goals, and they've got several employees walking with that entry today. Brad Symington, Greg Cuddle, Corey Langner, Tim Chapman, Debbie Kloss, Danielle Heinz, Tracy Wilkerson, Joe Symington, and Lori Symington.
Next we have Iowa Lakes Community College, a red Ford truck driven by Mary Faber. You can visit one of their 5 campuses and explore what Iowa Lakes has to offer. With over 100 career technical or transfer programs, continuing education, and personal enrichment, Iowa Lakes has something for everyone. At Iowa Lakes, they're preparing students by providing top-notch education on a safe and friendly campus. At Iowa Lakes, they're Laker proud. You can visit them online at www.iowalakes.edu.
Next, we have Truth Center Books. It's a local author, Richard Lodi, and he hails from Sioux Rapids. That's where you'll find his storefront called Truth Center Books, located just north of the library, and he's written 30 spiritual and thought-provoking books.
A tractor coming by now, an IHG row crop tractor to be raffled off during the 2021 Albert City Thresherman and Collector Show, and that's going to be held on August 13th through the 15th this year. Driving that tractor this year is Mike Sangwood.
Following them, we've got Lost Island Ruthven Betterment Association, and they want everyone to enjoy Ruthven and Lost Island Lake this summer. Swimming, camping, boating, fishing, recreational trails, and more. Ruthven and Lost Island Lake offer it all, so don't forget to come and enjoy the many events of Bully Bullhead Weekend that's taking place July 9th, 10th, and 11th, including their big parade on Saturday at 1:30 p.m.
All right, next up we have the Everly Lions Club. The Everly Lions Club was chartered in 1960 and has been active ever since, contributing to many local organizations as well as state and international lions. We have various fundraisers that we participate in, folks like to do with the Everly Lions Club. They collect used eyeglasses for one thing from Spencer and Everly and then send them to Iowa Lions and Ames to be sorted. Always welcoming new members. Don Nielsen is the driver and Secretary Anfeld is the co-driver.
All right, following them, we've got KTIV News 4, and they are happy to be back in Spencer. They're here to celebrate the sesquicentennial, and of course, everyone knows. What do you have to say to KTIV?
Fling me a bing. And I must not have said it loud enough.
Oh, wait, they're still throwing them out.
They're still out here. Al Jones.
Oh.
All right, we got one. Thank you. Grace United Methodist Church is up next. John Ron put this together. Methodism came to Spencer the same year as the founding of Spencer itself, 1871, with the forming of the Spencer Circuit. Reverend Charles Winter was appointed as the first resident minister. A schoolhouse served the Free Will Baptists and Methodists, each taking alternate Sundays. And shortly, a church building became a necessity, and articles of incorporation for the religious society known as the Methodist Episcopal Church of Spencer was signed January 3rd of 1872.
Next, we've got the Peterson Lions Club, and they are driving a 1936 Persh fire truck, and it has 100 flags on it. So if anyone can count really fast, you'd be able to count 100 flags on that entry today.
Once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors. This wouldn't be possible each year if it wasn't for the generous support of sponsors and actually all the businesses that provide support, whether it's monetarily or volunteering at events, just putting it all together. Of course, the City of Spencer, Warner Funeral Home, the Clay County Community Foundation, Community Bank, Black Hills Energy, Arnold Motor Supply, Spencer Municipal Utilities, Wolf Eye Clinic, Vertical Marketing Design, and Rotary International.
We also got Farmers Bank, Advanced Network Professionals, 513 Bar, Spencer Freemasons, State Bank and Insurance, Dahl Distributing, Community Insurance, Kiwanis Daybreakers, as well as After 5, U.S. Bank, Clay Mutual Insurance, Telco Triad, Northwest Bank.
Some of the supporters have been around for a number of years, including Demco, McCurry's, Creative Catering, Spencer Radio Group, of course includes KICD, FM 102.5, AM 1240, KICD Big Country, 107.7, Moore 104.9, and 98.9 Chuck FM. First Federal Credit Union, State Farm, Craig Niederheiser, Thrivent Financial, Tiger Pride Lawn Care, and many more.
Following them, we've got, or I guess we've got our next entry here. We've got the Iowa Rock and Roll Music Association introducing Spencer's own Phil Christie. He's a 2021 inductee into the Iowa Rock and Roll Music Association Hall of Fame in the individual artist category. The Iowa Rock and Roll Music Association celebrates the legacy and inspires the future of rock and roll in Iowa. So he invites everyone to join. They invite everyone to join them for Phil's induction, along with the class of 2021 on September 5th.
All right, and next we have the Clay County Speedway. Justin Lodi and group come out to the Clay County Speedway. It's a sprint car sponsored by DeKalb. Ron and Clayton Christensen are the owners, and the driver is Clayton Christensen. Like I said, they invite you to come out to the Clay County Speedway this summer and see what all the excitement is about. Got a race car here, number 86.
They've got quite a few entries today. got Mike Jensen.
Car number 8 there. It's an IMCA A-Mod. He's the owner of the car and also the driver. A couple more cars coming along here.
A hobby stock.
It's a 29N car and the 7C car.
29N, that's a stock car.
That's a well-known name. Cody Nielsen's the owner of that car. He also drives it. Looks like we got a sport mod coming up here. Sylvester Enterprises, Christian Sylvester.
Following them, we've got Spencer Main Street. Spencer Main Street is celebrating its 34th year in Spencer, and it's been a great year. The fabulous new high-tech LED roofline lighting system are all in place and on every night. Main Street also hosts downtown events like the 5K and Fun Run, which took place earlier this morning. The Shop, Dine, Be Mine, the Wine Stroll, and new this year was their Cinco de Mayo Rock and Guac. Plus, Crazy Days is coming up July 29th through the 31st, so mark your calendars for that.
Class of 1986 just passed by us with Spencer Main Street Float. Reigns of Hope, another entry. They give therapeutic horseback riding lessons to special needs children and adults in the community. Staffed entirely by volunteers, you can visit their website at www.reignsofhopespencer.org for more information.
Following them, we've got Serve Pro of Spencer and the Iowa Great Lakes. They're locally owned and operated. They value the communities in which they reside and service. Whether you have a cleaning or restoration need, they're ready and nearby for action. So as a trusted leader in the restoration industry, their team of professionals has the advanced training and equipment to clean and restore your home or business and make it like it never even happened.
And we talked earlier, mention of our sponsors for Flagfest and Spencer Radio Group. Several entries again in the parade this year. Big Country 107.7 plays today's Best Country. It's the official home for NASCAR. Followed behind Kevin Talam and 104.9, home of the More Morning Show with Kevin and Ree. They're also streaming online on more1049.com. The next entry for Spencer Radio Group is News Radio 102.5 FM and 1240 KICD. Northwest Iowa's source for information, news, weather, farm, and sports. They're also streaming on KICDAM.com. And the final float for Spencer Radio Group. It's all the radio you ever need. 5 local stations, of course, in Northwest Iowa. I'll mention them again for you. KICD-AM, Big Country 107.7, More 104.9, Pure Oldies 98.3 and 98.9 Chuck FM. Again, we thank Spencer Radio Group for their sponsorship and for being in the parade today.
Next, we've got the Hartley Firefighters. And we can certainly hear them today. They've got a 2017 Freightliner Midwest Fire Pumper Tanker. They would like to invite everyone on July 7th at 8 o'clock p.m. to watch the water fights that are going to be taking place in Hartley, Iowa.
Right, on the tractor and the church float here, we've got the Lost Island Lutheran Church, rural Ruthven. They invite you to experience and visit them. It's a true country church. Worship services every Sunday at 8:45 a.m. Also, they'd like to invite you to help celebrate their 150th anniversary in July of next year, 2022.
Then we've got McDonald's here in Spencer. Be sure to swing through their new double drive-through. You can join the McFamily and enjoy having fun and working at the same time.
Christian Motorcycle Group Association is next. It's a nonprofit, interdenominational organization dedicated to reaching people for Christ, primarily through motorcycling. It doesn't matter what you ride or even if you ride. The association has a place for everyone with over 600 chapters in the USA and in 30 countries as well. They're present in the biking community, shining the light for Jesus. Strong friendships develop among common interests of faith, family, and motorcycling. The Spirit Riders chapter invites you to come ride with them, be a part of their biker-friendly ministry. They meet at 6:15 p.m. at the Milford Cenex on the first and third Tuesdays during the months of May through September for a supper ride. You can also vote for your favorite motorcycle at the Motorcycle Show, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. this afternoon in downtown Spencer, West 5th Street, sponsored by the Christian Motorcycle Association. Their motto is changing the world one heart at a time.
Following them, we've got J. Cox Implement. J. Cox Implement of Lake Park, Iowa. They've got Case IH Sales and Service, Bobcat Sales and Service, and Can-Am Sales and Service.
Iowa Great Lakes Fishing Club is a nonprofit organization, all volunteering time. The largest fishing club in the state of Iowa has been serving Spencer and the surrounding areas for over 50 years. Their mission is to recruit youth to the sport, encouraging connection to the outdoors, and making fishing a lifelong passion. That's the Iowa Great Lakes Fishing Club.
Following them, we've got the Clay County 4-H Rabbit Wranglers Club, and that is another
winner. Flagfest winner in the judging, and that's actually in the patriotic category for originality and creativity.
So the Clay County Rabbit Wranglers 4-H Club gives Spencer a 150th hop salute. The float's driven by Patrick Connor. Members of 4-H Club and leaders are on the float. The 4-Hers love showing rabbits at the Clay County Fair every year. They also enjoy hopping competitions, so you can come see them at the fair in September. They're also at Relay for Life in August and at Baumgars on Saturdays.
Right, Christy Connor walking along with all the folks there. And once again, that's a winner. One of the winning floats in the category of patriotic for original and creativity. The Clay County 4-H Rabbit Wranglers. Next up, we have our very own entry into the parade, Spencer Municipal Utilities. Keeping you connected with electric, water, and communication services. We're helping sponsor the inflatables this afternoon at the fairgrounds after the parade. We're also broadcasting the parade live on Spencer Channel 3 and Spencer Channel 3 YouTube. John driving the truck there for us, along with some of his family members. Once again, we're bringing this live to you now on Channel 3, Spencer Channel 3, and on our YouTube page. And we're proud to support Spencer Flagfest and the 150th celebration.
Next, we've got a memorial for Cody Connor. There's a 2001 Dodge Ram 1500 Sport driven by Karen Ross with Cody Connor's daughter, Addie, and family members. The truck was owned by Cody. October 12th, 2021 marks 5 years since Cody's death, and today is his 33rd birthday.
Memorial for Cody Connor.
Next, we've got Cowgirl Up for JC. Jeff and Lori Hermstead are riding in honor of their twin daughters, JC and Alex Hermstead, to advocate and bring awareness to ALS. JC was diagnosed on Valentine's Day of 2019, the same day that her twin sister Alex passed away from the same disease 8 years earlier. The Spencer community has been incredibly supportive of JC and the Hermstead family.
Next, we've got Community First Broadcasting, Y100, KUOO, Q102, Extreme Country 105.7, and True Country KKOJ. They hope everyone has a safe and fun Flagfest weekend, and they thank you for listening.
Next, we've got Jorgensen Hearing Center. Jorgensen Hearing Center in Spencer and Sioux Center is proud to serve the people of Northwest Iowa. Better hearing means better connections to the people you love. Call to schedule a free hearing evaluation. Connect to the people you love. Jorgensen Hearing Center, bringing you back into the conversation.
Boy Scout Clubs of America, the Thundercloud District, serving boys and girls ages 5 to 21 through 3 scouting programs. The district does serve Clay, Palo Alto, Emmett, Dickinson, Osceola, and O'Brien, Cherokee, and Buena Vista counties. They invite you to join scouting at any time and join the fun.
Following them, we've got Clay County Farm Bureau. Clay County Farm Bureau celebrated their 100th anniversary back in 2013, and they wish Spencer a happy 150th. Farm Bureau's mission is to create a vibrant future for agriculture, farm families, and their communities. To learn more about the benefits of being a Farm Bureau member, you can check them out online or stop by their office on Grand Avenue.
Remillard Signs just drove by us here, and that's a small family business located in Spencer. Remillard Signs are creators of barn quilts, carved rocks, wood and vinyl signs. They invite you to give them the call to learn more at 260-1906. Remillard Signs, driven there by Lauren Remillard. We once again invite you to take advantage of some of the events going on later today here in Spencer. The Grand Cruise on Grand Avenue from 6 to 11. Bourbon and Bags at Century Farm starts at 7. And as mentioned earlier, the Christian Motorcycle Association Bike Show on West 5th Street from 4 to 7:30. And the day rounds out with the fireworks at the Clay County Fairgrounds starting at approximately 10 p.m.
Next, we've got Spencer High Noon Kiwanis, and they were chartered in 1944, so they're 77 years old this year. Kiwanis is a global organization of volunteers dedicated to changing the world one child and one community at a time. So if you've heard of the SK Grill and the Cookie Bucket at the Clay County Fair, that is them. They invite you to stop by there this afternoon. The Cookie Bucket is going to be open today from 2 to 6 p.m., so as you're out at the fairgrounds this afternoon, you can stop by there. They do many fundraisers throughout the year. They meet each Monday at noon at the Clay County Regional Event Center, so they invite everyone to join them. They're all about kids and families.
Tomorrow in Spencer, Flagfest activities continue. Several events going on. The VFW Pancake and Sausage Breakfast set from 7:30 to 12:30 p.m. The VFW. We have the River Float, homemade boat races, disc golf tournament. Spencer Aquatic Centers providing free family swim, the Parker Open House, and the movie in the park.
We've got our next entry here. We've got Exit Realty Midwest Spencer. The Spencer Exit Realty Midwest real estate professionals. Whether you are buying or selling, these agents are here to help you with all of your real estate needs. Feel free to give them a call or stop by their office located on North Highway 71 right here in Spencer.
Right, Kelly Pullen with Exit Realty there. Next we have a 1918 Model T Ford, KJIA Christian Radio. The center door was restored in 2000 and is owned by KIJ ambassadors Larry and Pat Olson. 88.9 FM KJIA is a 24-hour listener-supported Christian radio station and ministry serving Spencer, Spirit Lake, Milford, Okoboji, and many other fine communities in Northwest Iowa. Featuring Bible teaching from people like David Jeremiah, Dr. James Dobson. They also present Christian music, regional news, weather, sports, and business information on 88.9 FM. They are part of the Kinship Christian Radio Network. Check them out on their website at kinshipradio.org.
Next, we've got the Spencer ATV Corp. So, of course, everyone watching here live will be standing back as they are making a little performance here out in front of us. The Spencer Area Shrines ATV Corps was organized in Spencer in 1974 as the parade unit for the Spencer Area Shrine Club here in Spencer, Iowa. They use Atex 6-wheel ATVs. The unit has attended parades across the United States and Canada. It's the only 6-wheeled shrine unit in North America. The Spencer ATV Corps is a very active parade unit of the Abu Becker Shrine Temple out of Sioux City, Iowa. The Spencer ATV Corps proudly supports Shriners International and Shriners Hospitals for Children. Shriners Hospitals for Children is the world's greatest philanthropy that provides world-class pediatric, orthopedic, and burn care for children up to the age of 18, regardless of the family's ability to pay. So you can visit their website for more information. We'll enjoy watching them here. Again, the Shriners are all about having fun and helping kids. Our next entry is Perez Roofing. Perez Roofing has been going strong for the last 8 years. Their home office is located in Spencer, where it's family run. They take pride in all their work. They treat your homes like it's their own. Not only are the roofing and siding jobs amazing, the cleanup job is also top-notch. They give back to the community, and they've helped put food on our plates. If you need an estimate, you can certainly give them a call.
IGL Teleconnect, proud to be a family business offering local internet service throughout Northwest Iowa. You can actually join their no-term contract family, as they have no data limits, no equipment rental fees, and no confusing packages for a flat rate of $48 per month.
Looks like following them, we've got the Iowa Great Lakes Region Car Club.
Several entries from the car club. The first one, I believe, is a 1949 Ford convertible. Owners Jim and Judy Taylor. Once again, that's a 1949 Ford convertible, Jim and Judy Taylor from here in Spencer.
We've got a 1979 Mark V, and that is owned and driven by Ralph Lunt out of Sioux Rapids.
We've got a yellow Camaro coming up here, 1967 Camaro. The car is a birthday present when actually they were dating in 1971, is from what Paula Raper said. The owners are Greg and Paula.
Next, we've got a 1974 Ford Ranchero, and this was inherited from Dad and Mom. The owner and drivers today are Jeff and Teresa Amos out of Greenville.
Yep, that used to be driven by Everett and Burley Amos from Greenville.
Next, we've got a 1930 Ford Model A Tudor sedan, owned by Ken and Levon Cruz, and Ken's driving that today. Then we've got a 1927 Oakland Coupe, That is owned by Ron and Ellen Williams out of Spirit Lake. Then we've got the 1916 Ford Model T. Evelyn Geisinger.
Miss United States, Clay County teen of the Miss United States Agriculture.
Then we've got Bethany Lutheran Church. Bethany has been sharing the good news and serving the Spencer community and beyond for 133 years. Atop this float are a few of the outreach ministries of Bethany Lutheran Church. Christmas at Bethany, Room at the Table, Blanketed in Faith, God's Work, Our Hands, and Lutheran World Relief Mission. They're proud of their history, but look forward to new ways to serving and worshiping.
DeLoss Construction, a family-owned and operated business that's been servicing Spencer and the surrounding area since 1963 as a commercial and residential concrete contractor. If you need their services, you can give Jake DeLoss a call for all your contract needs. Riding with Jake is wife Courtney and their children.
Then we've got the Clay County Pork Producers. The Clay County Pork Producers, they've got the 2020 Little Miss Pigtails, Brinley Folan, daughter of Brady and Brittany Folan of Everly, Iowa. Clay County Pork Producers 2021 Little Miss Pigtails, that's Savannah McCarty, the daughter of Chad and Karen McCarty of Peterson, Iowa. And the Clay County Pork Producers 2021 Youth Ambassador is Haley Behrens, and she's the daughter of John and Nikki Behrens of Everly.
The next walking float we have is the Clay County Democrats. The Clay County Democrats work together to build strong communities through the support of progressive ideas, candidates, and elected officials in all levels of government.
They've got several people walking with them today. Next up, we've got another winning entry in this year's parade.
Yes, we
This
do.
one's in the patriotic category.
And it's the most elaborate in the patriotic category. And it's Farmers Trust and Savings Bank. They've been serving the Spencer area, customers, community since 1916 with a reputation for excellence in personal service. Their slogan, People First, Service Always. They offer a multitude of convenient banking products for whatever stages of life you're in, including personal, business, agriculture, mortgage, and more. You can stop by and visit the bank today to see how they can help you. Member FDIC, the float is being pulled by Kent Nelson.
Again, that was another winning entry, patriotic, most elaborate.
Farmers Trust and Savings Bank.
Next, we've got Northwest Iowa Bigfoot Hunters Spencer Chapter. They've got several fundraisers going on. I think art and pickles are things you need to look for around town.
Okay.
And again, they are doing an auction for art. It's an online auction. You can find more information about them on Facebook.
Spencer Public Library, Reading Colors Your World is the theme of the 2021 summer reading program at the Spencer Public Library. Children's, teens, and adults, as well as families of infants and toddlers, can bring color into their worlds and win prizes by reporting their reading this summer. Check out spencerlibrary.com for more information.
Following them, I think we've got Jack Links. Today, June 12th, is National Beef Jerky Day. And the Lynx team invites you to try some of their great protein snacks. Jack Links is located in Lorenz, Iowa, and is the home of the cold crafted Linkwich. They have been a part of the surrounding community since 2005, so you can feed your wild side.
Our next entry in the Flagfest Parade this year is Iowa Lakes Electric Cooperative. They've been serving communities in the area for over 70 years. ILEC is committed to operating to 4 core values: innovation, integrity, accountability, and commitment to community. Iowa Lakes Electric Cooperative is proud to serve the community.
Following them, we've got Hope Haven. Hope Haven is presenting their patriotic themed float this year, and they're celebrating our great country and the wonderful community of Spencer. Hope Haven is a local nonprofit organization that provides services and support for individuals with disabilities. Disability services have been offered by Hope Haven in the Spencer area for nearly 2 decades. To learn more and check out job opportunities, you can visit them online at www.hopehaven.org.
And right behind them is the Zion United Methodist Church. They were formed in 1900. The membership is very strong and active today. The church is located northwest of Spencer in a beautiful country setting. It has an active youth Sunday school. Every December, the church has a beautiful Christmas carol, sing-along with everyone invited. If you're looking for a church with a great country setting, they invite you to look at them, the Zion United Methodist Church.
Next, we've got Banking on a Cure, Northwest Bank Relay for Life Team. Are you ready for an adventure this summer? You can register to win Northwest Bank's Relay for Life Team's kayak package. One lucky winner will receive 2 sit-in kayaks, paddles, life jackets, hydro flask bottles, and phone cases. The drawing is today, so you can buy your tickets now. Our Banking on a Cure team is dedicated to fighting cancer in Clay County. Again, that's Banking on a Cure with Northwest Bank.
Next, we have that 1942 Ford military troop truck. It's with the American Legion Post 299.
It's a World War II truck.
We betcha, and thank you to our veterans.
Then we've got 3F Express LLC. 3F specializes in relocation of dry and liquid bulk egg commodities. 3F runs 15 trucks in all 48 states.
Right behind them, we have some martial arts folks coming. Lindemann's ATA, Self-Defense and Martial Arts, open and available to children 5 years to adults. They meet on Tuesday and Thursday evenings from 5:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. Once again, that's Lindemann's ATA.
Looks like we might get a little performance out of them today. Following them, we've got Clay Mutual Insurance. Clay Mutual Insurance Association is serving Clay and the surrounding counties, and they've been doing that for 133 years.
All right, Spencer Community Theater. In 2021, Spencer Community Theater celebrates 31 seasons of children's theater. The Deegan Children's Theater premieres Grease on July 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th. They invite you to grab your leather jackets and saddle shoes and meet them at the Playhouse for a rock and roll fun time. Once again, it's the Grease performance with Spencer Community Theater, the Children's Theater, on July 8th, and it runs through the 11th.
Next, we've got the Buena Vista County Fair Royalty, the BV County Fair Little Miss Annabelle Christensen, BV County Fair Little Miss Runner-Up, Gaston Little, and BV County Fair Queen Brianna Thumali. The BV County Fair is taking place July 8th through the 12th. We've got Norgard Trucking out of Dickens, Norgard Sand and Gravel. For all your grain hauling, grain and sand and rock needs, that truck is being driven by Ryan and Jagger Climber today.
And next is going to be a favorite of mine. I wasn't able to ride with, but my class here in Spencer, the class of 1985. One of the parade float winners this year for the most elaborate. The class of 1985 received an award.
In the history category. Historic category.
Category history category. The truck driven by Brad Smith. Class of 1985 right there. Yeah, several people I know on there. Thanks to Amy Falloon, Amy Smith, Brad Smith driving, created that float. Nice job to all.
And we've got Caitlin Barr, who's Little Miss Clay County. She's representing Northwest Iowa as Little Miss Clay County in the Miss Iowa Youth Program. The Miss Iowa Youth Program is a scholarship-based and allows girls to highlight their talents and enrich their communities. She's 9 years old and attends Sacred Heart. She also loves gymnastics and volunteering at People for Pets.
Car driven by Don Peterson, family friend. Got a very loud horn on that car. And we have North Central International, formerly Fox International, Boone Bjorkland, showcasing the new International semi-tractor. North Central International, your premier commercial truck dealership here in Spencer.
Next, we've got the Spencer Moose Lodge 496. This organization, and it cares for kids and seniors.
Grab and Go Auto Salvage, your premier self-serve auto salvage here in Spencer. You can pull your own parts and save. They're also looking to buy your unwanted vehicle with pickup available, and they're open 7 days a week there at Grab and Go Auto Salvage. You can call them at 580-AUTO.
Then we've got Demco Manufacturing. Demco is a manufacturer of quality agricultural and construction trailers located in Spencer. Demco is pulling on one of their new drop deck trailers today.
And we have Okoboji Motor Company. Okoboji Motor Company is your local Toyota, Chevy, and Buick dealership selling new and used vehicles in Spirit Lake, Iowa. They can help find the right vehicle for you. You can visit them up there in Spirit Lake, or you can give them a call at 336-1500. Float being entered by Joe Costello, a sales consultant with Okoboji Motor Company.
Next, we've got Oris Construction. Oris Construction, turning your dream home into a reality. They specialize in remodeling and home building and design. Walking with them are the Oris Construction Little League and Middle Star teams. So they've got their Little League teams walking with their entry today.
What a great idea.
Yeah. A patriotic entry. That's still Oris Construction. They had a couple entries there, it looks like. Our next entry is Culligan Water Conditioning. Culligan Water Conditioning has been in business since 1936 and is locally operated in Spencer by your neighbors, Brent, Karma, Luke, and Daniel. They provide water treatment, bottled water, pool supplies, and service. Looks like they are handing out water this afternoon. That's probably something everybody's looking forward to.
Shout out to those of you watching the parade on our local Channel 3 and also on our YouTube page. We've got people watching from all over the country, including Sharon in Sioux Falls, who's appreciating all the memories while watching the parade, so we thank you for that.
Our next entry is the Way Station. Youth and adults from the Way Station here in Spencer, their mission outreach of the Episcopal Diocese of Iowa. They want you to know that they're here to share God's extravagant love in our community.
And Lufton Sons, a farm drainage company, is following right behind them with a couple entries there. They're based out of Pocahontas, and they've been in business for over 70 years. They handle field tile repair, demo, general excavation, leach fields, ditch cleaning, pond digging, you name it. They feel like they can do it. So stop in and you can see Jeff, Jake, or Terry. Get a quote by calling them directly at 358-0818 today.
Next, we've got the Spencer JCs, and the Spencer JCs is a not-for-profit organization open to anyone ages 18 to 40. They organize multiple events throughout the year and raise money for area children's programs and the annual Tree of Joy.
And once again, they help sponsor the movie in the park tomorrow night, along with Grand Avenue Improvement Corporation, Carlson Property Management with the ice cream treats, and Arts on Grand.
We've also got Emmitsburg St. Pat's Association with a lot of their royalty today. One of them, I believe, is from Spencer. We've got Lucy Heeman there as Miss Shamrock.
And you betcha, Rachel Shaney, Little Lassie, Olivia Moen, and Catherine Reese.
We had Home Instead. To us, it's personal. You can contact them for a meeting.
All right. And
got a few cars joining us today, and then we've got the Clay County Cattlemen, the Clay County Beef Ambassadors for 2021.
And you might have saw just before them the original 1974 Pontiac, Sean Fetcher, and Larry Lewis with that 1997 Jaguar.
We've got Oak Hill Outdoor and Marina. They're Northwest Iowa's premier sporting goods outfitter and boat dealer. They're located in Milford and Okoboji.
Right, Gary Heffling, owner of Midwest Ag and Urban. This area's LS tractor dealers driving a XR3135 model LS tractor with a loader and rear snowblower. You can see this and more of these little blue tractors and accessories at their sales lot south of Spencer on Highway 71, or you can call them at 580-5020. Find out about their Flagfest discount.
We got Fridge Tech. Since 2003, they've provided its customers with quality refrigeration services and repair, and they are now located right here in Spencer. So we're glad to have them here today.
Right. Many of you have heard about the Spencer Fire in 1931. Next up, we have Emmitsburg Fire Department. They were actually called for mutual aid back in 1931 to help with the Spencer fire. They still have the truck that helped with that Spencer fire.
Then we've got Mr. B's Flooring. Come to Mr. B's for all your flooring needs, from carpet, tile to luxury vinyl plank. Let us put the wow in your home or business. They're located right here in South Spencer.
Tammy Brown driving the Mr. B's Flooring vehicle there. Safe Light Auto Glass. They do Safe Light repair and replacement. Your mobile glass shop.
Following them, we've got Shayla B. They've got an Aluma flatbed trailer with a 57 Chevy golf cart and custom fire pit. They've also got a hot rod utility trailer by Aluma. All of these items will be at the Shayla B Black Tie Black Leather Affair coming up on August 14th. So you'll want to mark your calendars for that.
And then we have the Deadheads. Carol Scott on the four-wheeler is pulling a newly refurbished stagecoach. And that's provided by the Deadheads.
Following them, we've got Heartland Pet Resort. They are your pet's home away from home. They specialize in pet boarding, dog grooming and training, and the Dog Watch Hidden Fence.
Yeah, they install those here. That's the Heartland Pet Resort. And then the Everly Fire Department.
I think we've got Clay County Pels first there.
Yeah, I see the Pels are right there next. So
Clay County Pels, they do mentoring here in Clay County, friendship, fun, and fellowship.
Yep, Clay County Pels.
Lots of bikes with their entry today.
And I think one of our final floats coming up here is, like I said, the Everly Fire Department. The Everly Fire and Rescue is celebrating 100 years of service this year on July 31st. They have a fire truck parade at 4 p.m. with a hog roast from 5 to 7 on July 31st. Street dance to follow, running from 8 to midnight. There's activities all throughout the day, and they invite everyone to come to Everly on July 31st for their celebration.
And following right behind them is the Spencer Family YMCA Kids Club. The YMCA offers school-aged licensed child care. It is now called the Kids Club program. They offer before and after care as well as day care during the summer months. Their staff are well-trained and love going on the cool field trips with the kids. Looks like they have lots of fun there.
Right, so they were earlier in the parade, but I think they had a little tire issue, so they got that all fixed up, and they wrapped up the this year's edition of our Spencer Flagfest Parade. Just want to remind you of the events tonight: the Grand Cruise, the Bourbon and Bags at Century Farms, Christian Motorcycle Association Bike Show, fireworks at the Clay County Fairgrounds. There are brochures to be picked up at several businesses here in Spencer if you'd like to get one for yourself to plan the day and plan your day for tomorrow.
And of course, right after the parade here, between 2 and 6, you can head out to the west end of the fairgrounds. There's lots of events going on out there, all on the west end of the fairgrounds. So if you're looking for an area to park, it's best to park in the event center parking lot if you're planning to head out there yet this afternoon.
Right, so if you enjoyed what you saw today, live on Spencer Channel 3 or on YouTube, we'd appreciate a shout out just so we know that you're watching, and any comments or thoughts you have, we appreciate those as well. It takes a lot of employees to put this all together. So once again, from Spencer Municipal Utilities and Spencer Channel 3, we thank you for joining us today.